Hi, everybody. I wanted to show you how to use Google Sheets to help you do your integrated rate laws and figure out what the order is with respect to one of the reactants. So I have a split screen here. I have our integrated rate law practice Google form on the left, and on the right, I have just a spreadsheet that I started, so a Google Sheet. I'm going to scroll down to the actual problems. I'm going to get past all these multiple choice questions. Okay, so I have a few problem sets here, these graphing exercises. So in order to create or to determine the order of the reactant using integrated rate laws, you have to create three graphs. You need to do a concentration versus time, a natural log of concentration versus time, and a reciprocal 1 over concentration versus time. So in order to do that, we need to get this information here from problem set number 1 into the Google Sheet. So I'm just going to retype. So I'm going to say time in seconds, and then I'm going to do concentration of CH3 in O2. All right, I'm just going to type the numbers in. 0, 300, 600, 900. There's the times. Oh, I forgot one. 1200. There we go. Okay, then we do concentration. 0.2, 0.145, 0.105, forgot a 0, 0.076, and 0.055. Okay, so I've typed those in. All right, now we need to go ahead and allow Google Sheets to do the math, to do the natural log and the reciprocal. So I'm going to put a header on this column, natural log ln of the concentration of CH3 in O2. Okay, now Google Sheets will do this math for you. So in order to do that, for Google Sheets to do math, you hit the equal sign. Then you type ln for natural log, and it will automatically pop up a mathematical operation. So I'm going to click on that. I could hit tab to accept. I like to click on it. Now it says, hey, what do you want me to take the natural log of? Well, we want it to take the natural log of the concentration at time 0, which is 0.2. So you can type the number, not the 0.2. You could type the coordinates for this cell, which is column B, row 2, or you can click it. It's easier just to click it. All right, then you hit enter, and it does the natural log for you. And then it says, hey, do you want me to do the rest? And click the checkbox and say, yes, go ahead and do the rest of those rows for me. So now that math is all done. Now we're going to take the reciprocal, which is 1 divided by the concentration of CH3 in O2. So again, to do math, we say equal 1. The division sign is going to be the /, which is underneath the question mark. So you do slash, and then I need to do this cell. So you should be able to click it. I like to type it. The coordinates for this cell is column B, row 2. So I'm going to type B2. And you see how it's highlighted now. Now it's going to take 1 divided by 0.2. I hit enter, and it does the math, and I say, go ahead and do the rest. So now all the math is done. So now we've got to do the graphing. All right, so to do the graphing, okay, what you're going to do is we're going to do the time versus concentration. So I'm going to click and highlight both columns, the time column and the concentration column. Okay, then I go up to insert, and I want to insert a chart. It's actually going to default, it didn't default. You want a You want a scatter plot. And then what you want is under Customize, you want to click on Series, scroll down to see the trend line, and then you want to click on Show R Squared, and under the label, you want to use the equation. Okay, now I'm going to close this chart editor. Do you see how these dots don't really fit this straight line? So that's not really a good fit. So probably not going to be a zero order because that's not really a good fit to a straight line. All right, so let's try the natural log. So in order to do this, I'm going to highlight all of the cells in column A for time. Now, here's the trick. If you are on a Windows machine, click Control and then click and hold the Control button and click each one of these boxes one at a time while holding the Control button down. If you are on a Mac, it's the Command button. So a Windows machine, it's Control. A Mac, it's going to be Command. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing. We hit Insert, we hit Chart. We want it to be, we go to scroll up. We want it to be a scatter plot. Then we go to Customize, Series, scroll down, and we want a trend line. And then we want to show R squared, and we want to use the equation. I'm going to close out this little dialog box. I want to move this chart down so we can see it a little easier. Let's scroll down. And let me get it out of my face. So this is a perfect straight line correlation because the R squared is 1. So this is most likely going to be a first order relationship. Okay, but just to make sure, let's do the reciprocal. I'm going to go back up. I'm going to highlight time, hold my Control if I'm a Windows or Command if I'm a Mac, click on all the reciprocals. Then I hit Insert, Chart. Okay, scroll up. It did a scatter plot automatically this time. That's nice. Go to Customize, Series, scroll down to Trend Line, show R squared, use equation. I'm going to close that dialog, and I'm going to move this guy down so I can see him also. Okay, not as good of an R squared, and you can see some of the dots are not on the line. So this is not the best fit. The best fit is the natural log versus time. This is a perfect straight line relationship. And so that means that with respect to CH3 and O2, we have a first order relationship. The K value, which is the slope of this straight line, can be found in this equation. It's right, I can't highlight it. I'm so very sorry. It's the negative 1.08 times 10 to the negative third. That is the slope, negative 1.08 times 10 to the negative third. The K value is the positive version of that. So the K value is 1.08 times 10 to the negative third. All right, so because the line is sloping down, it's a negative slope, but the K value must be positive. So you just take the positive value, the absolute value of the slope from this equation, which is right in front of the X there. Okay, now to do the next set, so this was problem set number 1. To go down and do problem set number 2, I would go down, it's right below my face there, go down and add another sheet and do this whole process again with these numbers. Okay, so you'll just start over, do this whole process again. It doesn't take, but maybe once you get the hang of it, it'll take like 5 minutes tops to do these 3 problems. Replay the video if you need the help with how to get the graphs and how to set up the mathematical operations. Okay, so I just have this on our assignment post on our learning management platform in order for you to have some help in case you forgot what we talked about in class, or if you were gone during class, you have some instruction on how to do this. You can always do these by hand, but who wants to? So this is a little down and dirty on how to use Google Sheets to help you create these integrated rate law graphs.